What up, guys? Welcome to episode 65 of Fresh Off the Mats. Here with the Jiu-Jitsu Joes. Howdy, partner.
I hate you.
Howdy.
I hate you.
Hello there.
He tries to make me upset before this.
Correct.
Every time.
This is true.
You try to do something to get me
This
upset.
is
with
factual. I need you as riled up as I am.
I try not to be.
I can't be the only one ranting and
No,
raving
you
on
have
this
to be.
show.
You have to be.
No.
I think that's it.
I
You
need
notice
more
that, huh?
of you
That
getting-
you're like the angry guy.
Yeah, I need you to get more worked up. I can't just
can't.
be the only one getting worked
You
up
can
on
be.
shit.
Actually, you can.
No. Because you do this thing where you say something because you know it's going to send me on like a 5-minute tangent of ranting and
And
raving.
then Joe looks like he's a psychopath. This looks crooked, Joe.
No, it's fine.
Okay.
It's fine.
Okay.
Trust me, I checked.
Oh, okay.
For some reason, I don't know. I don't know if it's just the way it sits on the couch. It's fine.
So if I took a leveler to that right now, you think it'd be fine?
Bro, why are we talking about this? I told you it's fine. I triple checked.
Want to check again?
Bitch, fucking stop, dude. Stop. It's fine. Stop fixating on dumb shit. Nobody wants to hear about us and if the camera's straight or not. It's straight.
You sure it's even recording?
It is. Fuck you, Bo. Hobo. Yes, it's recording. Yes, it's straight. I am deliverance. I'm not gay no more.
This is what happens. He tries to make me mad. I can poke buttons. Fuck you.
You're a bum pusher. How are you married?
Dude.
Pushing buttons. Pushing on my buttons, baby. Isn't that a song?
I don't think so.
That's a song. Pushing on my buttons. I feel like it was from the Pussycat Dolls.
Never listened to them. You know, the only thing I've ever heard about them was when they did that cameo in Scooby Doo.
I don't even know what that reference is to.
They were in Scooby Doo.
The
cartoon.
Pussycat Dolls?
Yeah. Then there was the vampire ones, and then the Harlem Globetrotters were also in it.
I remember the Harlem Globetrotters being in Scooby Doo.
Mm-hmm.
I don't remember the Pussycat
So was Johnny
Dolls.
Bravo.
Johnny Bravo. That guy. Dude, they could not release that show today. Johnny Bravo was literally a cartoon in the 90s, early 2090s, and it was literally just a misogynistic, typical male, alpha male dude who just like was.
How old was he?
I don't know, but he was your typical like gym bro, whatever, and would make the most sexist comment, and the whole show was him just picking up chicks. The literal cartoon show for kids was just him picking up chicks, and we were allowed to watch this as kids. Can you imagine today if they picture this cartoon? Yeah, we have a muscular male who just picks up chicks all the time. Ho, mama.
Single parent. Oh, mama. Other than being confirmed to be in his early 20s, which would put him about 20 to 23, his exact age was never shown.
Yeah, he was in his 20s, whatever it was. Ho, mama.
Oh, mama.
Yeah, Johnny Bravo was the best, dude. That was the best. Cartoons were so awesome. Nowadays, it's like...
It's because they're not meant for you, Joe, you old bitch.
What do you mean they're not meant for?
They're not meant for you.
The ones nowadays?
Yeah.
They don't have cool shit like Johnny Bravo. They have, like, whack shit like, let's discuss the pronouns of the day. Man.
I bet you our parents hated fucking the cartoons we watched.
I
They
bet
did,
they
actually,
were
because I would talk to
awesome.
my mom and she would be like, what happened to the good days of, like, Bugs Bunny and all that? And I was like, they still got it. But he's just not running around just blasting homeboy in the face for no
Yeah,
reason.
they don't even have, who's the bad guy? Elmer Fudd with the gun?
No, he's still there. They just took his guns away.
Yeah, come on.
That
dude.
part's kind of whack.
Come on. What's Second Amendment?
He's also a hunter. So, like, what is he? Is he not a hunter anymore? Did they give him a bow? Like, did they give him something?
No, I
Or
think
they
he
were just
sells
like,
traps.
No weapons.
I'm surprised he's not a vegan hunter. Go hunting trees or some shit.
His whole goal is to actually just try to hug Bugs Bunny now.
Yeah, probably goes chasing waterfalls.
That was adorable. Wow. Yeah.
It's a song.
Really?
TLC song.
Yep, I know that.
Don't go chasing waterfalls. Na, na, na,
That was your shit,
na,
huh?
na, na, na,
This man in the shower, I bet, just.
Yeah, playing with my big fat tits. I was fat. Don't go
Bro, I'm
chasing
tracking. I think all of our
waterfalls.
viewers are fucking tracking. Like, everyone knows that you were fat, Joe. So, playing with my big fat tits.
Playing with my big fat tits. I know what the preview for this week's gonna be.
God, I hate you.
Oh man.
Holy shit.
Solid B cups.
Oh my god!
It was like that scene. You ever seen Dodgeball with what's his name, Ben Stiller, and he's fat at the end. And he's singing that
with the
milkshake
pizza.
brings all the girls to the
Yeah, when he put the pizza in his pants, I was
Yeah.
like, what the fuck am I?
Oh, I used to do that.
No, you didn't.
I know. God. Yeah. Even to this day, food is such a sexual thing for me.
This isn't therapy.
I mean it in the way
This
of like
isn't therapy. This
when
is
I
not
eat delicious food. Not that I nut or like get hard, but like it sends such a euphoric feeling through my body that like it's the best. Food to me is like, oh, like I don't know how else to explain it.
You're the person where they're like, this is better than sex.
Yeah. Sometimes it is. I've had really terrible sex with terrible people where it's like, oh my god, this sucks. I'd rather be eating a pizza right now than plowing you.
I keep going out and be like,
Yeah.
can we be done?
Yeah.
I'm hungry.
Yeah. True love is finding somebody that you like to bone and like consistently just loving to bone them. You could,
eating.
bro, I've gotten along with people in the past where I'm like, oh, I'm dating this person, we get along, but they're terrible in bed. And it just, I'm sorry, it's a part of a relationship. It is. Those people who are like, oh, you could look past it. Oh, welcome to the world of terrible sex for the rest of your life. Fuck that.
That sounds horrible.
Fuck that, dude. Fuck that.
Why are you getting high pitched?
Because, bro, there are people who say that. They're like, oh, but you guys get along so well. Yeah, but she's like this in bed. Oh, yes. Oh, yes. Do it again. The best. Oh, yes. I'm about to come. Like, dude, what am I, fucking a fucking Siri? Plank of wood? What are we doing here?
What was it, Futurama? He like was dating that robot or something. I think he had
I've only seen a few episodes.
Oh, really?
The robot, the metal guy, Bender?
No,
the guy's name?
the redhead dude. He was
the main guy.
Yeah, he was fucking with a robot.
Yeah.
And there was a time I remember watching it as a kid, and he was fucking with this robot, and that's what it was like. She was like, "Oh yes, oh yes, oh yeah," and I was like,
you don't have to fuck a robot. There are people out there who sound like that, and they're just they have the same emotion.
Fry was his name. Futurama was that's another.
That's another show.
That's a good one.
Is it still running like Simpsons? Like Simpsons is still running?
I think they actually ended recently.
Bro, how is the Simpsons still going on?
It's because they're from the future, so they know everything that's going to go on.
Bro, they're like on season 30 something by now.
They're the longest running
animated show, right?
Yeah.
It might be the longest running show.
I think longest running show.
Because South Park came out after them.
Futurama. You know what was a fun topic?
What?
That 11 seasons, they started in 99. And so now they ended in 20... Oh no, they're still releasing. No, are they? When is Futurama 2023? Oh no, yeah, they still released. Okay, so Futurama's still going. My sister and I, so we both went to the same middle school, and she had the same AV teacher, the audio visual teacher, right? But now when we were kids, right, we went through cassettes. Right, we still had the the little handheld camera and all that, right?
Tape that would pop
out. That's right. We had that. She didn't. So we were talking about it when we were going up to the comp up in Orlando, and I didn't know she had the same teacher I did, and it was just funny to talk about like how within those 7 year gap, like she was coming up behind me, and then she went to the same teacher. Talking about like how she ran through the classes, and she was like, "Yeah, we did everything with the disc and all that," and I was like, I didn't. It's just like how we were talking about Ask Jeeves. Like Kendall came in and Keith. None of them knew about Ask Jeeves. Yeah. For anyone out there, if you guys didn't know who Ask Jeeves was,
it was like a rival to Google.
Yeah. And you had the dude.
It might still be alive. I don't know.
Think so.
There are other search engines. People say like use Bing, use DuckDuckGo.
Bing sucks.
Bro, but are they as good?
What?
DuckDuckGo is another search engine that they claim that they don't store any of your data. It's like Google, but they say that they don't store.
DuckDuckGo.
It's called DuckDuckGo.
I've never heard of that.
Yeah. Rogan was talking about how he uses DuckDuckGo because it doesn't store any of your data.
So now it's Ask.com.
Oh.
Where's Jeeves? What happened to him?
I don't know. They got rid. He got fired. It's just Ask.
This is Ask Jeeves. Look at this thing. Ask Jeeves.
But DuckDuckGo doesn't save any of your thing, and it doesn't like if you Google, I don't know, amusement parks, it doesn't send you to the one who paid for the most advertising. Like it just gives you
just a list.
It doesn't try to push sponsored things to the top.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, you hit the thing.
That's cool. That's actually DuckDuckGo.
Yeah,
Cool.
Go.
All right. That's...
supposedly it doesn't save any of your data.
I just learned.
I think they're all saving.
Yeah, there's a certain amount. So
I go on incognito mode for my porn. I still think it's probably saved in there.
No, it just stops cookies, dude. It is probably still saving your data.
Yeah, bro.
It just stops like you can type it in the search bar and it won't pop back up.
Yeah, and
that's it. It's just. But did you know? I don't know if Android has it, but iPhone messages are actually encrypted, double encrypted. Meaning that unless you get like a court order, no one can just see into our messages unless I show you, which is pretty cool.
What are you going to look at? You going to look at my text message thread with him? I don't care.
That's also what
I'm not a man of importance, so you're not going to find anything like nuclear codes in my phone.
What do you think you're going to get at? And they're like, you're going to have your data. I'm like, you're going to see a lot of food.
A lot of memes.
a lot of memes of just dumb shit. Yesterday,
people dying.
I found that dude who just raps about gay shit. And so I went on a whole tangent with him because that shit had me dying last night. And so
he does raps to like
just all gay shit. Yeah. Just literally his whole thing.
That guy's pretty funny.
Bro, it's fucking hilarious.
But,
dude, what the fuck did he say? He said some shit. I sent it to my other buddy too.
But people get so paranoid. I'm like, dude, you are not a person of importance. If you're like the CEO of a company, okay, maybe you have some shit for your company, but
he called himself the big butt booty offender.
Big butt booty offender.
Bro, but he got bars. The dude actually sounds good. That's the funny shit. So that's like when I caught Fabio that day, and he was just like, damn. Oh, this is... Wait, hold up.
What did you just say? I started...
the balls on my chin.
I started noticing the other day at the gym. I feel bad.
What?
I feel bad at the gym when I go because like I see all these little fucking
people. Jesus, you are going that way.
No, these little like skinny chicks who have no body at all. They're literally like string bean poles, and they're trying to do all the influencer shit to get bigger butts. And I'm just like, you should be so upset that my ass is 5 times the size.
Joe, you've been working out for years,
bro. I got thickums. My legs be thick, boy. You walking around with this little. They all wear those little philo shorts. But they ain't got no ass. They built like this fucking remote. And here I am like, well, damn. You ain't shit, bitch. And then I'm like, is that gay? To be talking shit to women with no asses? And just being like, bro, look at this. You wish you had this.
I'm double cheeked up on a Thursday.
I'm double cheeked up. Half you bitches wish you had my ass. Hair and all. You wish it was a jungle down there. Every time I take my underwear off, welcome to the jungle plays. Jumanji. Welcome to Jurassic Park.
Bro, the new Jumanjis were actually fucking hilarious.
They were funny.
I don't know why.
I think because they didn't try to remake Jumanji, they just tried to do their own thing. Yeah.
But then people also should have. Why is Hollywood not coming up with anything? What? It was original. Like what? I thought it was sick. They turned it into a video game, and then it was hilarious.
I thought they were funny.
That shit had me dying, bro.
You know what I actually watched the other day, and I actually couldn't believe how funny it was. I saw the Mario movie, Super Mario Bros. Dude,
I haven't watched it.
I actually had a good time watching that movie. Like, the jokes are funny. Like, it's actually very entertaining. And, like, if you've played the video games, all the little nuances in the game, you're like, oh, man, it's really good. Right. I was shocked by how much I really enjoyed.
Because that one I wasn't too sure about. But Chris Pratt he's a good actor.
Yeah.
He's bro, him, John Krasinski, and then there's another actor. They got into like the military movies and military shows outside of like their comedic roles.
Yeah,
and they fucking kill it, dude. They get into
that guy from The Office is very talented,
dude. And he also
there are new like the 90s was like Brad Pitt, Leonardo DiCaprio. There are new up to date versions of those guys. Course. They're like the new version.
Like I mean, we also have a lot bigger of a pool to select from, I think, because like they took the same actors like in the 90s and 2000s. They were like put them in every single movie. Yeah. That they're going to be the comedy, they're going to be the romantic, they're going to be the action. But now it's like we actually have like there's different genres. And yes, they mix like how like we just said like Chris Pratt and John Krasinski. They're mixing pretty well, but outside of that, it's like. We have a lot of
it's tough nowadays, like especially like you said about like people saying, oh, there's nothing new coming out and stuff. It's tough, dude. How do you make something new? I feel like we've seen every genre of every sort of thing.
You know what I want to see now? The new Godzilla. Apparently, it's fucking phenomenal.
Dude,
you saw it?
I just saw the images, like Godzilla with the purple thing going down his back. That shit looks.
Bro, I want to go see that movie. I'm actually.
That's a movie I feel like you got to see in like IMAX. Like
so that's what I've heard is like seeing it in theaters is. It's legit.
The one regret I have about movies lately is that I didn't go and see Oppenheimer in the theater.
That was good
because people said to watch in the theater versus at home.
With when the speak, so there's a
I haven't seen it yet. I still have to see
There's a scene, bro, when the speakers and shit start shaking and like the shit that's going on. One
is intense.
Dude,
fuck, I'm so mad.
It's intense. Like I saw Mac and I saw it because it was also when Barbie came out. And like it was packed with Barbie. Neither of us. I was like, I'm not. And I love how people try to turn that. And they're like, "Oh, you guys are just too masculine." Like,
I am. Bro, no.
I just have zero interest in Barbie.
I am. I have no desire to watch Ryan Gosling as Ken. And people are like, "Oh, it's so deep. It's so meta." Shut the fuck up. It's a Barbie movie.
So Mac was the one. She was telling me that they actually flopped it because at the end they made it to where like Margot Robbie. I forgot how she explained, but they basically made Ken like a complete retard throughout the whole movie.
Yeah, you knew it was going to be a movie where it hypes up women and shits on men.
But then she said that they turned it in the end. Like at first, it was very like a good, empowering movie. She said, and then now she didn't see the movie either, at least to my knowledge, unless she watched it when she took a trip somewhere. She was saying like at the end they kind of like ruined it because then they were like. Basically, they came out like that and just straight up were like Power of the V or something, and she was like that kind of ruins the whole thing because it takes away from everything that she did because the whole baseline of the movie was that she was trying to become real, and then when she was finally real, all she cared was that she had a vagina.
Yeah.
And so Mac was like, if that's really what the movie is, that destroys everything that she worked for.
It's so annoying when a movie has to point out the obvious to you. Yeah. Like when you have to literally say your message line for line to get it out
I'm the boss. It's like when someone says, "Oh, I'm in charge." Like, if you gotta say it, are you really?
I miss the days of movies where like they didn't have to spell it out for you. Like you know what I mean? Like there were movies that had twists where they didn't have to show you the twist or lay it out.
That blatant in your face. But I feel like, it, dude. We understand what you're trying to convey, but like, damn.
I feel like Hollywood thinks that the audience is so dumb nowadays that they feel like they have to spell out every twist and turn, every like aha moment that they just have to say it. And it's so annoying that they do that because so many movies are ruined by the fact that they have to say it. If your audience leaves and is confused, maybe they're just fucking dumb, dude. Maybe they're dumb or they didn't get it. It gives them a reason to have a second watch.
Like movies like Inception.
Yeah.
That was phenomenal because like people were like, hold up.
What happened at the end?
The fucking
No, that's what I'm saying. People were like, wait, did it stop? Did it not? There was a whole argument of did the top stop? Did it not? People were like, did it wobble? Yeah. They didn't have to spell it out and be like, the top wobbled or show it wobble or like.
They don't have to say something or show like another scene.
That's what makes a brilliant movie. But these movies like that where it's like, go women, go. And I'm not saying that there shouldn't be women empowering movies, but when you have to spell everything out and make it so in your face and cringy, you kind of kill your point.
So that's what I was, one of the things I was talking with my sisters, because we both love this movie. Have you seen The Woman King?
I was just going to say, that's a women empowerment movie right there.
That movie?
Yes.
Dope.
Yes.
Fuck it. And so that's, movies like that is where I'm like, they didn't have to bring up the fact that, oh, we're women and that's why we're strong.
No, they never brought up the fact that, like,
the women are sacred here. The women are warriors. They train just as hard. Everything. And, like, they went through that shit. It wasn't, oh, we have to prove we're better than the men. It was, no, we just do what we do because we know our position.
If you have to bring your daughter to one movie, The Woman King or Barbie, as a role model for her to look up to people, you should bring her to see The Woman King, not Barbie. Because The Woman King is a badass movie and it shows a little girl like, hey, you can be a badass. You don't have to fall into these roles. And it's not just like this corny, everything is pink and glitter and blah, blah, blah.
They go through some hell. Some shit, bro.
That's some real shit.
That movie was awesome. Dude, that movie was... And so I looked that one up. The girl, so the child... Or is it the Woman King herself? I forget which one. She's a real person. Obviously, Hollywood did their thing, and like a lot of it got exaggerated. Like that whole like the port thing never actually happened.
Yeah.
But that woman was real. She actually died like into the 90s. She was one. They were one of like the last big
tribes.
Yeah, something like that. But it was she lived almost. I think she was actually past 100.
Yeah,
Like,
but these are real stories. These are real role models. I want my daughter to look up to that. I don't want my daughter to look up to Barbie and man, everything in your face. No, be strong. That's a movie that shows women be strong.
And that's all it is. There's another one. Have you seen The Old Guard?
Is that with
I'm not gonna know her name. I'm gonna tell you that right now.
She has short hair.
Yes.
Short brown hair.
Yes.
Yeah, you know why? Because every time I see the cover for that movie, every time I see the cover on Netflix for that movie next to Extraction 2, they look like the same exact cover of the movie. Look up the cover on Netflix. It's like her facing the camera. I can't see. It's on Netflix. The main photo is her facing the camera with glasses on. No, it's like her walking with glasses on.
I guess it's not gonna show.
And if you look at the Netflix cover for Extraction 2, they were side by side. I was like, hey, wait a minute. They look identical.
But
the first Extraction was good.
I like the second one.
I didn't see the second one.
The second one's good.
I didn't watch it.
The second one jumps right into it, bro.
Yeah.
Like they get right into it.
Did you know in the first movie that scene is one continuous shot that they filmed? The car chase scene.
Yeah.
Is one continuous
whole
I think
shot,
it's like a 12-minute shot.
One whole shot, dude. That's
that
fucking
is
awesome.
art.
There's
that
another
is
one
art.
in the Extraction 2. They apparently do it
They
again.
do it again.
There's a fight scene that happens, and they apparently
And it's
catch it. They
continuous
catch
shot.
it all in one shot.
Dude, that is tough to do because all it takes is one thing to not go right, and you have to refilm that whole scene again.
With the explosions and all of that, like that's the intense part.
Yeah.
But that's another movie where I'm like, they talk about these women in certain roles, and they're just like, oh, like this movie didn't do well, it's because she's a woman. I'm like, ask yourself, or was it just not appealing to the audience? Like they say, oh, men don't want to go see that movie. Yeah, like most guys probably got in all reality, most men probably got dragged to go see Barbie. Not saying that there weren't guys that didn't want to see it, right? There were probably guys that were like, oh yeah, I'll go watch this movie. But
I am delivering. I'm sorry.
But The Old Guard, The Woman King, that is most likely going to attract more men. And I saw those movies that I was both of them phenomenal.
Had nothing to do with the star being a woman.
Yeah,
it's
I
just,
didn't give a shit about
it wasn't
being a
in
woman.
your
I was
face of like
this
woman
is
power. It's just like, oh, that's a badass chick.
That's a badass chick, bro. Like this movie.
That's what guys want. They want a badass chick. Dude, nobody wants a fucking frail
It's not even
chick,
just about
dude.
being a chick. It's like, I just want to see a badass do some badass things on screen.
Yeah.
I don't care, women or not.
Give me a badass broad. Don't give me no frilly chicks.
What is that?
A nice badass broad from Brooklyn.
You okay?
I'm good.
Okay.
I'm good.
You got that one out?
Yeah, I had to.
Okay.
I had to. Oh, you're mad. You're so chauvinist. Suck my female cock.
Wow. Holy shit.
I'm identifying it as my female dick. I'm allowed to do that nowadays.
I don't think that's how that works.
It
Actually,
is.
no.
You could just claim it.
So Robert
It is. I have a
sent this
female
to
dick.
me, and he goes, what was it? He saw a Facebook page, Transbians only.
Oh, God.
Welcomes transgender lesbians, no men allowed.
Wait, what? See, this is the problem with all these labels is I didn't even just follow the sentence. My brain fried out 2 seconds in. Transgender lesbians?
Transgender
So they were
lesbians
men that turned into women, or they're women
that turned into men? I
that
don't know.
still
'cause
like
look at the
women?
photo. So I'm assuming it's women that want to be
God
men,
damn.
but they
Women that
like-
want to be men, but like women.
but like women. So they're both wanting to be guys, but they like women. So
But then,
it's
are
a
you
lesbian.
transphobic if it's a guy who transitions to a female but still likes females?
So that's what I'm confused on, because I'm like, if
because
it's
then
a guy,
that's homophobic.
If it's a guy
That's
that wants to be a
transphobic.
female,
You should be ashamed of yourself.
and if a guy wants to be a female and he identifies as a female, then he's allowed in that group, I assume. Versus a woman,
If he likes women.
if he
'Cause
likes
then
women,
he is a lesbian.
because then he's a lesbian. Versus a woman that transitions to a guy, but I think it also matters how they identify, because then they also say that there's the transgenders that don't identify, they just transition. They're like, oh, I want to transition to a guy, but it doesn't mean I count myself as a guy. They're just like, I'm just a woman that's a guy now, but I'm not a guy, I'm still a woman. That's why that shit's so fucking difficult, bro.
What did you just say? My head hurts.
It's like a whole fucking thing.
Okay, you born with the dick,
Yes.
but then you choppy, and now you have a hole. but you still like women makes you lesbian, right?
I think that's
Right?
how they're going. That's what I'm assuming.
But
think.
if you're born with a hole and you identify as a pole, but you still like women, are you a lesbian or are you straight because now you're a man?
So that's where I'm confused. That's where I'm fucked up. Because that's where I am fucked up.
I feel like the meme right now where all the numbers are flying in the background, you're trying to compute the answer.
With what's his face from Hangover? Trying to figure out what the fuck is going on, dude.
I don't know. Just love each other. What it boils down to is just get along and love each other. Nobody cares, dude. I don't give a shit if you like men, if you like women. I just want you to be happy. The only rule I have in my life is leave kids alone.
It's that simple.
Just leave kids alone.
That's my biggest thing. My whole gripe.
Bro, if they're under 18, leave them alone.
Like, why are you fucking with it? Like, what I don't get, you can't sign up for the military until you're 18. You can't buy nicotine now until 21, right? That's the new.
Oh, is that new?
Yeah, that's the new law. The new law was like a few years ago. It was while I was actually in the Marine Corps because like the whole thing, like, oh, now
you could get shot at, but you can't buy a pack of cigarettes.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
So you can sign up for the military at 18. You can't buy cigarettes until you're 21. You can't buy alcohol until you're 21. You can't rent a car until you're 25. You can't.
We need to make just one. We need to just make it one.
Probably
like
25. Honestly, I think going higher would be better. 25 is better because that's where they officially say
but then you're not going to have guys sign up for the military.
No, they won't be kids signing up for the military.
That's true.
We
need to make a decision. I think we need to
I
settle on one for everything. Like, once you cross this line, you are now an adult.
I think 25 because at 25...
I think 21.
So 21, you're still... your brain is still developing.
I understand. So, it develops until you're 25.
That's why I think 25 is good because then at 25... you have people that are making fully conscious decisions. Yeah. They're fully developed. So anything that goes wrong afterwards...
But the problem with that is then you're not going to allow people in the workforce because you can say, oh, I'm 21, I'm still a child. I'm not allowed... I can't work a certain amount of... Like, you know what I mean? Like, it then gets
murky. Counted as a young adult.
Yeah, but then there are rules. Like, I know when I was growing up and I was working in a grocery store, kids, like teenagers, could not work a certain amount of... had to work... could not work past a certain amount of hours because then you would be an adult.
So I know here it was like if you're in school still and all that. So
you can only work 20 hours a week. You couldn't work more than 20 because then it violates some child laws.
Here was full time because I worked 39 and a half hours every job.
Yeah, 16. I think it was that.
It was I can't be a full time employee, and I remember.
Yeah, I think it was that.
I got one of my jobs in trouble because they saw that. Because what I would always do, I would do 39 and a half, but my ass wanted. I didn't know how it worked. I just knew that if I passed 40 hours, I was supposed to get like overtime. Yeah. But I didn't know it was illegal for me to go past 40. So I would always try to get my schedule to be 39 and a half. Then what I would do was I would clock in 15 minutes early and clock out 15 minutes late. Yeah. So now I'm collecting 30 minutes extra every single time, and I would work usually about 5 days a week. So if you do that math, I'm getting 2.5 extra hours. So I would always hit about 41 to 42 hours a week. Yeah. I mean, over the course of a month, that's 8 hours extra. That's supposed to be 8 hours of overtime, time and a half. But I got yelled at within a month because they caught me.
I think we do need to settle on like a year. Like, just be like, hey, if it's 25 or 21, once you cross this line.
Decisions. So, like, my whole thing, smoking weed should be 25, right? Yeah. Smoking nicotine, 25. Drinking alcohol.
Substances should be 25.
Yes, because your brain's not developed. Yeah. My whole thing, if you want to smoke, that's fine. But your brain is not fucking developed. This shit ain't good.
Work should be allowed past...
16.
Yeah, 16. Work should be allowed past that. But substances... 25. What do we do? Do we classify as substances and services? So, like, you can't sign up for the military and you can't buy alcohol.
I know that one of the commandants tried to get that. He tried to make it to where you can't.
But then some people look at the military as a job, as work. So, what are you going to say? You can't work and you can't go to be in the military.
So that's why you sign the contract, though. So you sign it, and you have to be turning 18 because now you're technically a legal adult. Which is where I think that it is bullshit that they let that happen, because I'm like, so you're telling me that this guy can't go buy alcohol because his brain's not fully developed. But it's the same thing for me, like the student loan argument. I wholeheartedly agree on one side of the student loan argument where they're like, you're allowing this 17-year-old kid to go sign 600. You should have read the contract. Shut the fuck up. Like, you are literally, that's predatory loaning.
Yeah.
Like, you are targeting a 17-year-old kid, and you're going to look at that kid and be like, you should have rent the car. Shut the fuck up.
They don't know. They don't know the value of a
They don't
dollar.
know. They don't know what the interest rates mean. They don't know, and they're like, the parents should have shown. Bro, the parents are fucked.
How many kids don't have parents?
Bro, I grew up in a single household. You know how many times I had to figure shit out on my own?
Yeah.
Like,
so it causes this vicious cycle of them just constantly being in debt.
Yeah, and people, and that's why I hate it. And so that's where I'm like, that one should be older. Like,
it should, with the student loan, what I think they should do is, maybe they do forgive all these loans, right? Mm-hmm. But they say, hey, starting from now, we implement in high school, starting freshman year of high school up until senior year, in economics class, they have to go over what it means to take out loans.
So Florida's doing that now.
Yeah.
Florida has.
So by the time you go to college, you know 100%. Hey, I know interest works like this. I know if I take out this loan, so that way it's kind of like ease off. But then you run to the issue of like there's still kids. Then you're teaching
who's not paying attention, and that's why when everyone's like, what are they learning in school nowadays, bro? One, let me tell you how I can go over how my mom's schedule in, and she teaches 4th grade. Oh. They don't have time for shit, dude. Like they teach a lot. But it's like...
But a lot of it is nonsense.
Dude, you also have to think, like, these are fucking kids, and you're cramming all this knowledge. And then go ask any And I love it when I hear adults argue about it. I'll be like, let me sit you down again for 8 hours today. And then go over 8 different topics today. Yeah. And then give you all that workload. And then, bro, I was working at 14. Yeah. And then go work. And then it was like, well, I did do it. Bro, it wasn't the same. There wasn't the same type of requirements, the same competition. System. No, it's not.
And I think we need to find a way to revamp it because we have fallen, and I don't care what anybody says, we've fallen so behind.
Oh my God.
All these other countries, and they're all laughing at us. China,
and people
Russia.
They still try to brag that how we still have people coming to our country. Do you understand? They're coming to our country for the Ivy League school.
Yeah.
They're not coming to the country for public schools.
Bro, I'm sorry. China and Russia, they don't do gender studies over there. They don't fucking waste. We're not going to waste an hour of your time to go over piss here or shit here. We're not going to do that. We're going to go over physics. We're going to go over physics.
I never took physics.
It's crazy.
Yeah.
Anyways, we'll see you guys next week for episode 66 of Fresh Off the Mats. Make sure you like, share, and subscribe.
Execute order 66. Was it 66?
I think so.
Yeah.